And welcome back, everybody, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. As always, I'm your host, Litecoin Leader. And today we're just going to reflect on the week, and the week that was, the week that came before, where most of us who are in the Bitcoin Bank community spent some time down in Texas, and we got to spend a couple days with one another down at the Bitcoin Bank Texas event, which is the third event, I think, this year that we've had. There was one back in January. I was only able to go on Zoom back then. But that event only had 30 people live. April, where I met a lot of people there, and that was the first time I attended live in Texas, and that was, I think that was about 100 people. And then we just came back from an event that was more than double that, over 200 people there. Met a lot of people I've met over the last 6 months, and I consider them my crypto family extended. There's so many people that are out there that I was able to say hello to and say hi again, and there were new people to even meet because we doubled in size. But I just wanted to reflect a little bit back on the event and where we're at and some things that are coming forward over the next couple of weeks, and keep you up to speed on what's coming on in the crypto space, both for me and in a few weeks from now. So just reflecting back on the event from this past weekend, it feels like just a day or two ago, but it took me a few days just to get back and also recover from it, because it was so much fun and we had so much energy, and it's just an experience you kind of wind down from and then get back into your normal groove of making videos and putting out content and helping people. And so many people I talked to, and that's the other part of the event. Like, so many people I've consulted for or met online or subscribed to LitecoinLeader.com. I really appreciate that. I got to meet in person. It's always fun to meet the people and just say hi and, just say whatever you want, have a drink with them, or just break some bread, have a meal, or just catch them between speakers at the event. But there were so many good speakers. On Friday, there was 5 or 6 speakers there, including my good friend Papa Joe, and he talked about security. And I think he only got to like his second bullet by the time in an hour because he had so many questions. But he's such a big wealth of knowledge that it's a pleasure to have him just as a friend, but also as an expert that I can look to in this space. Like, if you ever want to have a guy on Telegram you're up in the middle of the night and said, I have a burning question, it's either me or him. And we've had many late night conversations, which actually led to some of the comments that I had when I spoke on Sunday, which we'll talk about in a minute. And I'm also going to share a link about that too, because one of my other friends recorded it. So we went through Friday. Nick Saponaro came out for the DIVI project. He gave a great talk. And then I was fortunate enough to go with DIVI Daddy and myself to be in the DIVI team that evening, which was a fantastic experience, and I think we all really enjoyed that. But Saturday and Sunday were the highlights of the weekend. We had so many different talks. Ben spoke a lot. We had all the different speakers on Saturday. Nick came back and spoke for an hour about masternodes, and there's another video I could share about that, which I will. He did a fantastic job, and he had a really warm welcome. And then Saturday night, again, the after party experience of interacting with everyone in a social environment at the Dog and Pony down in Texas was a great event. And then Sunday, I got the opportunity myself to go up there and speak. And of course, Ben reaches out to me and says, hey, can you go a half an hour? So he went from like, I'm not knowing when I'm going to talk, but all of a sudden I'm up there for half an hour. But somehow I did it, and somehow I pulled it off. And I'll share the clip with the highlights. But one of those conversations that I did some Q&A, which extended my time with there. I think I talked for about 20 minutes. But and then I did just some QA off the cuff, which was really fun and helped a lot of people, because I always like to hear what people want to know. Rather than just me dictating what I say, what do you want to hear? So one of the questions, which was really interesting, was about Ethereum. I'll let you guys go and experience that question. But like I said, Josh and I have talked late at night about wondering about Ethereum 2.0 and what that future holds. And many of us have a lot of opinions, both Nick and myself shared about that. So if you want to check out those videos and see our opinions on Ethereum and what's coming, and not necessarily see the project through rose-colored glasses, which a lot of people and a lot of videos are doing right now, some of the things you want to think about as positives and negatives. And you've all seen my Ethereum video, I hope, which I also should link as well, about my rating on the Ethereum coin. So, which transitions me well to Altcoinopoly. I think coin number 30 comes out this weekend for subscribers, which leaves only 5 videos left. So you have 5 videos to watch. 3 will be free. 2 of them will be for subscribers only. So I really recommend that you go over to LitecoinLeader.com and subscribe, because all subscribers that subscribe before the end of July are eligible to to write down all the different coins that are in the different spaces on the board and submit that for the contest and potentially win a trip to Myrtle Beach, where I will be hosting both a dinner for the winner and also doing a meetup. So there's lots to happen, lots of things to come. There's speaking engagements that are going to happen out there. I know that Ben and I are going to be in Utah along with a number of other guests. We're discussing who's all going to go because you never know what your travel plans are going to be, trust me, every month with things like El Salvador or Utah, which normally aren't in the same sentence, but yet they just were. And just random appearances or random things that pop up throughout the year and different meetups. There's so many meetups as we open up as a country again. And it's so nice to be in the same room with a bunch of like-minded people and we have common bonds. And then just things naturally extend from there. And you're like, oh, you're into this too? I'm into that too. And just the social dynamic of having a common bond as a foundation to continue a conversation is really profound. So I mentioned Nick, I mentioned All-Calling Monopoly. The last thing I want to mention, which is also another video I'm going to link, is that I just did I think I was the first guest for these groups. It was the Blockchain Millennials. So that's Jillian, John, and Jessica, who did a great job on their first two videos. And I was on show number 3. And we just filmed that a few minutes ago. And it's probably going to be airing the same day that this airs. So please stay tuned for that. Look out for the link for that. And give that a watch as well as we give Bitcoin Ben the weekend off to spend with his lovely wife, Kelly, who also spoke at the event and did a fantastic job in marketing. So there's so much good content. I would really recommend for you, not investment or well, it is, you know what? It is investment advice. Invest in yourself. Go ahead and go to Bitcoin branches and sign up for the event for what Laurie and Ben are putting together. It'll be the 4th and final event for this year. But as a bonus for all that, you get all 3 recordings of the 3 prior events, including the one I just mentioned. So there's going to be lots of good content. You get everything we just talked about. You can virtually meet all of us for those 6 days of recordings. And then you can come and meet all of us in October down in Texas again. So watch out for all the videos, including myself, Nick, a special call out to Manny Krypto, who put together the video for me, and Papa Joe, who filmed this event in Texas. And of course, the Blockchain Millennials, which I was very happy to be on there. Look for a lot of discussion on DeFi and borrowing against your assets and doing those leveraged loans. It's a brand new area for crypto of doing leveraged loans and borrowing against your assets for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. But that's the wave of the future. You're not going to be selling your crypto because you want to hodl them as much as you can and then borrow against those assets. So we spent over half an hour with the Millennials and myself just talking about that topic. I think it was a great conversation. So be sure to check that out later. So lots of comments, lots of talk. I talk a lot. Yes, that's what happens now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. You got lots of videos to watch now that I'm linking here. So with all that said, I'm going to close the drawer in the bureau and I'll see you next time.